travelers, welcome to a warm-up shoulder tutorial. So, since we've last talked, a lot has occurred, a lot of sequencing. I've mainly been hitting my deficits, which is the whole body, but now I'm segmenting it. Training days within 1 to 3 days consecutively, splitting different parts, and then stretching the opposite. But I went pretty heavy on the hypertrophy, so I took 2 days off. This could be my 3rd day. I did a lot of fasting the first day. I ate more meals throughout the day, but it was a lot of heavy fats and healthy fats combined with protein. And then yesterday I fasted a lot, and then in a segment, in a window, I did a lot of carbohydrates, really carved up, and then I've been fasting. It's almost 2 p.m. now. And I'm just doing liquid water, nothing in it, on purpose. And I already went for my sun cycle walk today. And I felt fantastic. I did a lot of knees over toes, a lot of leg exercises, a lot of lunges, of course in a very slow and deliberate manner, as to where I was like pressing the thumb into the ground to activate the glute. So the idea is a lot of warming up. So today I'm planning on training moon cycle training, hypertrophy. I'm gonna split legs with shoulders. Shoulders tends to be one of those muscles people can really like screw up. And the reason is, in my opinion, sedentary lifestyle, not enough range of motion, inflammation, and then when they do train, it's always the same movement, right? So you're not really working out all the small tendons, fibers, and muscles to go through a full range of motion. And then people tend to lift a lot of weight, which in my opinion, you don't need to lift a lot of weight to develop decent shoulders. Like right now, the shoulders I have, they're not crazy, but I haven't trained in months, and I've only been doing bands and like low weight, right? So the idea is I'm gonna get heavier weight as I feel more comfortable, but I'm gonna teach you guys something. And it's gonna be a full body, like not full body, it's gonna be more of a shoulder warm-up tutorial. And this is something, in my opinion, you should always do in your sun cycle training, especially for the way of the builder. If you're gonna be training hypertrophy at night, you're gonna be lifting weights. High levels of collagen, low levels of inflammation in terms of your diet, in terms of EMF exposure, right? All these things compound. So what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna start just focusing on breathing, right? So the idea here is mild, nothing too crazy, because I'm in a fasted state. I'm feeling pretty good. And the idea here is just to warm up and just move the shoulders, right? Here you go. And from here, your thumbs, ideally you want to anchor your elbow right here and squeeze as you protract and rotate backward, right? And then come back. The idea is to first warm up, get into range of motion, and if you feel pinched, just keep warming up. If you're feeling good, then you can start squeezing, right? Boom, so I'll get into full range of motion here. Squeeze. Then I'll switch sides. And here I'm like really engaging, guys. I'm like, it's almost like doing like the skier rows, right? But you're just squeezing outward. From here, we're gonna do something simple, right? This can be more dynamic. So ideally, first we're gonna do dynamic, and then we're gonna this full range of motion, right? In here you could do Arnold press. Even like protract and squeeze forward. And from here, ideally, whenever you're done your hypertrophy training in terms of mobility and rotation, really activating the muscle, take a break, get into this position, work on your hip flexors, like mobility. You can do bounces. You can even come into a squatted position, ideally feet on the ground because you're grounding. And you can bounce, focus on breathing, drink some water, essential oils, gratitude. From here, you could do some stretches, right? Just a little bit. And the idea here is just to warm up, because the progressive overload is gonna be first body weights, then get into range of motion with a little mobility with either the wooden sword or the stick. Then we're gonna do training with bands a little bit, shirt, and then maybe a little calisthenics burnout, and then that should be enough stimulus in terms of warming muscle. So tonight I mitigate potentially the risk of injury, right? So here when you're doing this, guys, how you lift your hand matters, and how you pivot in terms of where it's loose and where it's stiff. Like right now my hips and my back is completely loose, and the only thing I'm really putting tension with is my elbow against my knee, and I'm pushing against that, and I'm slowly lifting up. And if you lift up with the hand facing this way, it's a complete different stretch than this way. It's a complete different stretch than this way. So I just like bouncing, trying to hit all sides. And here's full rotation. You can even follow with your neck, right? Here. Squeeze, right? The idea is here to come almost at an angle, right? Almost like you're doing a banded face pull, but instead of this motion and the supination, right? You're just going straight. And you can even put your fingers up like this. And from here, you can even rotate up, squeeze. The idea here is you cause the tension and the pain, and you can decide how much you want to push yourself and how much you want to chill and drops it in terms of progressive overload, in terms of the stimulus and how hard it is to accomplish the task at bay. So from here, guys, ideally you can get on your knees to work on that flexibility and stretching, and from here focus on your breathing and slowly move to the left, right? Because it's all connected. You can even do this and just feel. And this is what I'm doing. This is why I'm pretty like flexible, is just going through ranges of motion and not compromising stretching routines, right? For hypertrophy, because I want to get more jacked. Yeah. So ideally here is just left to right, right to left. Where you look, like your eyes matters, right? Like try closing your eyes and look up and look down as you're doing this, and you'll feel how it engages completely different. Up and down, you can even exaggerate it, right? The idea is the chin go up so you're cracking your spine. You can shift also your hands and then put tension, right? And this will crack your back and it feels great. And I'll do this, I'll start moving around. And from here, you can focus, crack your back, and then whenever you get tired of being on your knees, you can always switch up your stance. The idea is just to still activate the shoulder. So from here, and I'm squeezing the shoulder blades there. And the idea here is to hit different like exercises in different ways, right? Because then when you come back and redo it, you're not doing the same exercise over and over and over again and missing all the other essential parts of the body. And I feel like this is how you develop a more aesthetic physique as well, because you're just like more toned. So from here, guys, you can even come forward and just get into a slow stretch right here if you want. This is almost like meditative flow. Like you're not, it's not like it hurts and it's tight, but you can also like loosen it up. So from here, I'm gonna start rolling my hands, pointing upward as much as I possibly can. You're gonna feel that tension. Ideally here, go anywhere from 20 reps to like 50 progressive overload, then try to go as much as you can. Because the idea here is we're gonna hit it 4 ways. Up, forward, stop, take a break, up, backward, you max out, stop, take a break. Then you're gonna do down and then forward, and then you can take a break, and then down, boom. And I'll do 1 or 2 of those, and then that's usually like a good warm up. Like if you just want to go boom, do one thing with your arms, this is a good exercise to start spamming. And here, guys, is essential posture. You're not like slouching, right? You're rolling your shoulders back, adopting a good stance, and then that's when you start doing the little rolls. So here you can start doing it, guys. You can even close your eyes, get into like a meditative state, and just start spamming. It's like hitting abs. And the slower you go, the harder it is. The idea is not to do this. Like this is a good warm up as well, right? This would be more for warming up. This is more for hypertrophy and feeling that burn. You can even do this. If you do this long enough, you can fly. So I've been told. Woo. Water. Also, guys, in these videos, if you go into stretch and it feels really good, right, and you don't want to keep flowing, just pause the video, listen to some music, get into that stretch, and then you can come back if you want and keep watching it. The idea is, hey, as I'm flowing, you're flowing, and then you realize, oh, I have a problem here, let me address this and do 3-4 sets, right? At least that's what I would do if I was in your shoes or in your geta. And right here, guys, just doing this out in nature by myself, way better than being in a gym with LED lights, everybody looking at you, like, what are you doing? So that's why I enjoy sun cycle training. It's very meditative, very just relaxing. I'm already feeling the burn. I'm here. From here, guys, we're gonna get to squat position. Focus on breathing and shifting your, shifting your weight. Because the idea here is if you're stiff, the last thing you would do is be in a stagnant position and then pull something. And then you can come up and do the frog squats. The idea here when you're coming back is to actually not come down like this, is to look up. So as you come down, you come up, you're looking up and almost stretching your spine, and here you can come and just stretch. And all these things, all these exercises will help you get longer over time, right? As you go stretching and getting rid of all that hypertrophy and all that tension buildup. So here, I would come. Stretch. Stretch my shoulders, stretch my spine, shift my weight. You can do multiple stretches. Put your hand here and use it as leverage to push, like a thrust, and you can almost do like bounces. So realize the difference between that and then shifting your leg a little bit, rolling your shoulder blades back. This hand, that's gonna go down, palms forward, and as you're coming down, you're slowly coming up and letting go. And as you're letting go, you're breathing the air out and getting into full range of motion. Here you can even press on the head. Other side, palm down. And the idea here, guys, is I'm stacking it with grounding. I'm doing everything because then I don't have to go, oh, I have to go ground as well. Oh, I have to go do my grounding. Because I kind of already incorporate it into other things in terms of stacking, right? I feel like bio-stacking and bio-harmonizing really compound in terms of chronos, right? In terms of time. Because a lot of people go to the gym, shoes, treadmill, EMF, this and that, super body, and then, oh, I'm gonna go do a little grounding. And they go out and they ground for 5 minutes and then they go inside. Like, this is way more optimized because I'm getting anywhere from 10 to 30 to 40 minutes of just grounding, sunlight, and warming up. All right, guys, if you like this video and you want to get absolutely peeled, anime level shreds, I've got many more data sets inside my private community. Make sure you click the link below if you want to find out more information and finally take action. I'll see you inside. Peace. That would be a pretty basic warm-up. All right, so here, guys, we're training shoulders. So slowly come up. You're using your shoulders. Peak contraction. You can change the thumb sideways and come down and you're squeezing. Come up, squeezing. And here you can almost adopt a horse stance and just have blood flow also coming down and strengthening that area that's much neglected through a sedentary lifestyle and sitting. Here you can also stretch from side to side, right? So you guys get an idea, like this is like how I stretch, how I move, how I flow. Here, make sure your feet are really grounded, right? Grounded doesn't mean you're stiff. Grounded means you're centered. And then here, core, waist, you kind of want to leave it loose, right? So here. And the idea here is to stretch. Boom. And once you're done, shift from side to side. Because he was barking? Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, guys, so going back. The idea here is to use it as a pendulum for swinging, right? And just getting into that range of motion. From here, put a stick behind your back, roll your shoulder blades back, tuck in your stomach. You can open your legs, close your legs, and just let your back crack. And from here you can go from side to side if you have the range of motion. Here, guys, I'm gonna do a little more hypertrophy training. So I'm gonna grab the stick, fold it once. The more folds and the more you open it, the harder the exercises will become, right? But the idea here is to cause enough tension where it's hard. And here, how you have your shoulders matters, right? Having it here in a close tuck is pretty good with the band because it doesn't really hurt your shoulders as if it was a weight. And the tension is different. And here, let's say you're spamming it and you're tired, you can't go any longer. You can close a little bit. Just instead of full range of motion, just short range of motion. You spam it. And from here, open up. Right here, what I'm gonna do, roll my shoulders back and just let the tension carry me down. And if you have hooks right here in your hands, it's great because you can just let go. And I feel like that's why I have a pretty decent physique, is because you're opening up and not closing up so much. It's like you open up, then hypertrophy. Open up, hypertrophy. All right, guys, ideally this band is a little bit thicker, right? So it's great for that kind of exercise. For more mobility band training, I would recommend something lighter so you can go through full range of motion easier, right? And not get injured. I just couldn't find mine, so I'm gonna use a thicker one. Interior and exterior rotation, highly neglected, right? during training. So something you could do and that's comfortable. You can grab one or you can grab both. And from here, externally rotate, right? And you can cause the tension how hard it is. And the easier it is, the more range of motion you should go through to feel that peak contraction. And the idea here is not this. The idea here is you're feeling it, right? Spam it, switch position, switch grip, and you're hitting the shoulder completely different. And these are things you really can't do with weights. Here you can even start pushing back, right? Or grabbing the whole band. And from here, you can come up, stretch as much as you can, come back down. If you have more range of motion, you can go all the way down, come up. And then you're gonna do drills. We're gonna go one left arm down, right side over the head. And then it's almost like you're pulling a sword out, and then you come over, plant this on the floor, and come down, and you're stretching your back. And then from here, come back up and repeat the same motion, right? And what we're doing right here is we're facilitating and stretching the left side, so then you can do the opposite way, right? So now we're gonna stretch here, boom, boom. And you can even go even more into range of motion if you want, or you can actually pivot and just do dips like this, right? The idea here is to warm up the shoulder. And from here, if you want to take a break, just retract your shoulder. You can even focus on posture, right? From here, you can even interlock your fingers, come up. And just sink it to a stretch. And from here, guys, always make sure eyesight gazing forward, right? Because we tend to look down a lot. And I try to catch myself as well. And from here, guys, and this is why I don't like to wear jewelry when I'm training with bands in terms of like stretching and hypertrophy, and I'm going to use my wrist as a proxy to stretch, right? So here, I would just let my arm go and use a lot of tension and just stretch it, right? There. And you can even anchor this arm and like try to pull. Come the other side. Take a little break. You can tuck in your stomach. Put your elbows against your knees. Do a little diamond with your hand and just stretch your spine. And from here, you can practice balance. Put one leg over the other, come forward, and then use, so if you're doing your right leg, bent over the left leg, use your left arm, and gently push the toes up, right? And you're gonna feel the whole stretch even more. And you can get into ranges of motion with your body, right? Let go, come in, let go. That's like almost a dynamic movement in and of itself. And what this is doing right now is I'm aiding and stretching other parts while I'm letting my shoulders rest a little bit from the stretching slash hypertrophy I call it sharpening training sessions, where I'm like, it's an in-between zone to training and then actually pushing yourself a little bit. And here, same. And you already notice a difference, like, oh, I already feel here, I feel a lot tighter in my left glute than my right glute. So I'll take that into account tonight during my training, right? In terms of stretching that more. Here you can even get into foot health and just, the idea is to stack everything. From here, since we are doing shoulder, come back. Ideally, crack your back first. And then from here, and what I'm doing right here is you can go several ways. Arms straight back and almost like locked, elbows locked, and then you can just come down and like mimic a dumbbell pullover or a barbell pullover, but without anything. And you just stretch, right? And this is how I warm up my shoulders. From here you can go open up, right? Because what this does is not only does it crack my back, my spine, but it gives me range of motion. And from here I can even do external rotations. And if I squeeze my fist, it makes it a lot harder. You can also focus on your breathing. And this is all spine health, which is vital and super neglected, guys. And if you get tired, you can come here and just focus on pelvic tucks, right? Here you can squeeze it. Here you can also engage your shoulders. Very hard to test the body's limit and have it go through cycles of breaking it, right, and destroying it and beating it, and then cycles of resting. But if you're doing a conventional gym bro training, it's all about shoulder press, not even dumbbell press, which limits the range of motion, right? What we just did right now, we hit at the shoulder, the arms, the scapula, the back, the spine in so many ways that you really don't get in, which is fine. What I'm trying to convey, it's fine for certain periods of time, but as we're all subjected to the law of entropy and our bodies do go degrading, ideally it's facilitating a more conducive training style that is still good, right, and still healthy, and you're still getting all the benefits of working out, but you're mitigating the potential risk. Now, it may not look flashy, it may be a little bit harder in terms of psychologically prepping yourself to training with bands, but let me tell you, if you actually adopt training with bands, it's like training in the hyperbolic chamber in terms of mind and body connection. You see, if you grab a dumbbell, and let's say the dumbbell is really heavy, and you lift it, right, and you can't really handle the weight, there's only a very short period of time where there's peak contraction, and then there's that firing and that connection. Now, if you become better at engaging your shoulder, mind, body connection, right, and you do lighter weights, you can actually feel more of that peak contraction. You'll get more of that activation, right, and that firing of that mind and body connection. But if you know how to train with bands, it's constantly firing up and down, up and down. And why is that important? Well, it's important because you're putting in the reps. So instead of swinging in once and only firing or activating once, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, peak contraction, 1, 2, and then if you pull in or pull out, you can work on explosiveness. It's very important because you're expediting the process of mind-body connection. So when you come back, rekindled and refueled in terms of wanting to train with dumbbells again, because you left it for a while, you'll no longer grab a dumbbell the same way in terms of how it actually feels. And you can grab the lower weight that used to think you had a pretty good contraction, and you'll notice that the mind-body connection you have with dumbbells is complete different. So that's why I highly suggest people like taking some time off training with bands a couple weeks and then coming back, and they'll notice a massive difference. And it also causes diversity in your training style, so it doesn't become so mundane and monotonous as you progress through this journey of training, right? And here, guys, that would be a warm-up. I could also do some training for bands if I wanted to, or go back into the house. So what I'm gonna do is one more thing, which is ranges of motion, right? So I'm gonna actually do, this would be like a warm-up hypertrophy training. So instead of doing like pike push-ups, standing, I'm gonna go through full range of motion, right? I'll be on my knees, I'll probably crack my spine, look up, look down, look up, because the idea here is I'm in a fasted state as well. I'm a little depleted. So the last thing we'll do is do some kind of crazy training, which I'll probably end up doing for the moon cycle. So here, guys, roll your shoulders back and you slowly come forward, and you're not coming down, right? Or you're not coming down like a push-up. You're kind of like going in an angle. So you're coming like this. Ideally the blocks, this is a pretty good way to have them held. You can always switch it up as well. The idea here is tuck in the stomach and almost do like a pike push-up, but you're pushing yourself forward, and all you're doing is using the shoulders and activating the shoulders, right? And this is how you develop shoulder health. Then you push slowly. And this may seem boring, but you can actually make it hard just by lifting your knees a little bit, or actually just going into range of motion, actually trying to be more explosive, right? But I feel like this is a lot better to do in the beginning to get comfortable with your body and to avoid the risk of injury, in my opinion. So here, I'll just spam this. And I'll come here. You can even stretch a little bit and then come back. So this is like me just spamming it. I mean, I'm not really tired, to be honest. I could really keep going like da 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 da. I don't know if it would get boring. Yeah, so ideally you spam that, right? If it's getting already a little bit easier, or it's too easy and you want to expedite the process, you can squat down a little bit. You can actually come up and do it, right? The closer you get, the harder it becomes. But from here, when I finished, this is how I would finish my routine. Since I would probably be a little bit tired there from spamming it, I would focus on my breath, maybe get a little bit of water. I'll grab the blocks, slowly rotate. And you can push forward, so it kind of look like this. You can also play with going higher. From here, you can also, and let the weight of the block just stretch you out. And here, if I really want to stretch, I'd probably just use one, press on it. You can also press against this, right? And come up, and you'll feel it. But the idea here, I was gonna say go up. So yeah, my fellow travelers, that would conclude a pretty decent shoulder warm-up. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you apply it. And I hope you start taking your shoulder health more seriously, because the older you get, the harder it becomes in terms of not getting injured. So apply these data sets, my fellow traveler, and you will be one step closer to getting those anime level shreds. Quick checkup. All right, guys, stay strong. Good luck on the Dojo Mode tournament.